Bitter rivals going back to their AFL days in the 1960s. The Chiefs and Raiders are underway.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Right away, here's Garoppolo to throw it.
And that's complete to Adams.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 35-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. To throw is Garoppolo. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Anytime the ball is thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 26. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39.
In that situation on 3rd and inches, it's not a surprise that you're going to have big-time guys up front trying to stop things, so you've got to win the leverage game. And the offensive line did that. They got lower than the guys in front of them and pushed them aside. But even they had to be surprised at what the result was. That kind of yardage on 3rd and inches, that's not what you get on every play.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. He'll take it inside the 25.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Second down and 8. Once again, it's Jacobs. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play call. You go through all this stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Now 2nd and 9.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. This will be caught at about the 6.
And the Raiders are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Jacobs will score. Touchdown, Raiders. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Montrell Washington on the return from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Hustling through to break that play up, Max Crosby.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and making sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Moore, the man in motion. And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Throwing now is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right.
That's complete. It's Travis Kelce.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Raiders 7, Chiefs nothing.
Second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football
as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
On 1st down, they go back to Pacheco.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7.
From midfield, here's Mahomes.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of 40 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Max Crosby. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to go down again. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. 4th down, so Kansas City sends out Tommy Townsend. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal. Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs.
Oh, man, I got you on that one, Hollywood. Come on now. That was a good play. That was a good play. Hey, man, hit that square button sometime, bro, because you behind the receiver, you know what I'm saying? They ain't going to just let you jump in front of him, G.
Tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams, 32 yards. And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon.
You can't bump Adams, bro. If you bump him, I'ma stomp him. If you bump him, I'ma stomp him. Point blank, G.
Both sides playing at optimal level.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here now, 3rd and a yard. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. That is caught. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down. And they get it easily. A gain of 5 on 4th and 1. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds.
Hollywood, I put the boy right there. What the hell is he doing? He my best DB, Hollywood. Damn, Hollywood.
Near midfield now on 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. That's laid out deep for Rice. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Mahomes picked by his ex-teammate Marcus Peters. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in the second half. Washington now brings this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be, obviously. They're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? Which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now, because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people. That's a good point because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half.
A 7-yard gain. And a Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And the slot man goes in motion left. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Another catch for Valdez-Scantling. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches. At the 21.
Mahomes now to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. McKinnon now going to try the left side. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Mahomes going to change things up.
First down and goal to go.
They'll try and run with McKinnon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
I would think down 2 scores at this point in the 4th quarter, even with the loss there on 1st down, this has got to be 4-down territory. If you're the field goal kicker, your only purpose now is if you...
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make our score 14-7. after the touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a good piece of quarterbacking right there, because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
A third quarter action from Kansas City. 2nd down and 10. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback, because you really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Garoppolo now. And that was not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up. His time is now run out in this third quarter of play. We're back now in KC, as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. Here's A.J. Cole now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. This will be fielded at the 17. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop it before he could get to the marker.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And able to get this to the 31.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right? And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Davante Adams, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7.
Chiefs 7. Daniel Carlson, the kickoff for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Washington now brings this out. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it was fair to look back and say the fourth down was a moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. This one is caught. It's Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
And again, it's Mahomes. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
Here's Mahomes. And he's got it. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chiefs have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see him take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. 2nd and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection. possession, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
Garoppolo to throw. He's got his target. That's complete.
What a call there on third down. Took conviction, didn't it? If this is incomplete, the complexion of this game changes dramatically. Instead, not only is this a first down, but it's a big play to boot.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. As they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Now Garoppolo. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Too slow.
Hollywood, you got to get a block right here, my guy. Get a block, Hollywood. If you get a block right here, Hollywood, it'll be big, bro.
Make sure you're on my channel.
Change momentum.
Taking my work.
Switch the game up. All of that, Hollywood.
Please.
Ooh, Christ.
Check out those GDM, those websites in the beginning of the
Yeah.
and
Better luck next time, Hollywood.
track down your ancestors and go from there. Please take care of yourself. Please take care of each other. I'll see you guys down in the comments. Turn on post notifications so you'll be informed of my next upcoming video. And peace, family. Please turn your mobile devices to landscape mode for the best viewing experience. Thank you. Welcome to another episode of Hidden Heritage, where we follow the breadcrumbs to discover more evidence of who were the real indigenous American Indians that inhabited the Americas and that are still here to this day. Now, before we dive into the rabbit hole of truth, if you're new to the channel, please like, share, subscribe, comment your thoughts.
Has to be up for any potential deep shots, and probably not the last one they're going to see in this game.
It was a hell of a game, Hollywood.
Please continue to like, comment, and share so more people can witness the truth. Let's dive in. Today's readings are going to be from Revealing America's Dark-Skinned Past, Volume 2, The Columbian Era, with Christopher Columbus. Let's go. One of the most prevalent fallacies of North American story is the story surrounding Christopher Columbus and the people he encountered. It is interesting to know that early 20th century, his stories were stating that Christopher Columbus was trying to prove that the world was round.
That's a big-time win to take down the defending
Late 19th
Garoppolo in the flow. He gonna throw. You already know Garoppolo.
Make no mention of this.
Garoppolo. Yeah, boy.
Kansas City. So long, everybody.